Hello, hello, hello! This is Energineer Rafa from World Stage, and today we are on Facebook. No, I'm not slacking off at work, and no, we are not here to look at memes. Instead, today I'm going to be teaching you about how to use Facebook groups. Now that all of the work and all of the communities have moved online, knowing how to set up and manage a Facebook group is an essential skill in getting people together. And they're so fantastic because you can use them for an online class, you can use them for a hobby group, you can use them for an online workplace, all on the social media which a lot of people are already on. So without any further ado, let's get started. So to create a new Facebook group, let's start from scratch. You'll want to go over here to the top tab of your Facebook and click create. Now you can also do this on mobile, but I would recommend that if you're starting a new group to do it on your desktop. Why? Because the controls here are a lot better. There's a lot more customization. So basically next to your profile over here, you will see a plus icon. If you click that, it says create, and you can expand that to different things. Now what I'm interested in is creating a group. So let me go down here and select group. We're going to create a Facebook group and give it a moment to load. So now it's giving me a bit of a preview of how it's going to look, but what I want to focus on is this thing here on the left side. So as we update the details here, it will give us a preview. And let's say today we're making a group for participants of a World Stage workshop. So let's say this is World Stage Awesome Camp. So what I've done is that I've just inputted the name over here. And over here we have an option to upload a cover photo. Now, there's a recommended size for a Facebook cover photo. Technically, you could use anything, but if you want to optimize it, there is a specific measurement, which I'll be putting on screen over here so you can see it. Yes, but if you're in a pinch and you don't have time to design a photo or to crop one, feel free to just use something from your computer. It's always good to use a photo that I guess is very clear. So let me use this Energineer photo over here. It's good if it has names and details of your group already, and you can reposition it so it's centered the way you want it. So let's say I'm happy with that. You can see that the name is over there, Ask an Energineer, and we have the description over here. You might want to put important info about your group there. You can put a cell phone number of a contact person. You can put the name of the administrator. You can put a link to an important folder, or there on the cover photo. And make sure it's well designed because people are going to be looking at it a lot. Now here's an important feature. Let me just fix that. You need to set the group's privacy. And if you click this drop down menu over here, you actually see there's a number of options. So you can go public or you can go private. Now, public is if that you want to create a kind of group that is more free for people to come across and join. So let's say you're trying to build a community about your favorite hobby. Let's say you're into skateboarding. Feel free to set that in public so people can randomly stumble across it. However, if let's say we're creating a group which is for people who are attending a certain class or part of a certain team, we obviously want that to be on private so we don't have strangers coming in. So I will set this to private by clicking that. You can set it public, set it to private. Now, if we're on public, you can choose friends to invite to the group. But on private, there are a lot more settings. So under private, you can see there is a hide group setting. And what happens here is that our group is private but visible. So that means people can search up the group and see it exists, but they can't look at what's inside and they can't just randomly join. However, we can change this to make it hidden. And what a hidden group is nobody can search for the group. No one will know it exists unless they were invited to it, or they were directly invited to that group. So I would recommend putting it in hidden because again, we don't want strangers coming across it. However, it's up to whatever you need. Now our next step is that we can invite some friends. Although before that, we want to make sure it looks good on both desktop and mobile. So over here, you can see the desktop preview is showing, but if I click this one to the right, you can see how it looks like on mobile. And I'm happy with how both look actually. Maybe I just want to move this up a little bit so that we can see the text. There, now I'm satisfied. Make sure to check it looks okay in both. And the preview is good. Now we can add some friends. So over here, you just type in some friends' names to start your group. Yes, you don't have to put in some friends yet actually. I will not, but it's a great way to start building your community. So now if we're happy with everything there, we can click create. Alright, so now that we have our brand new group, we want to welcome people, we want them to feel warm. So one easy thing we can do is make a welcome post. And this is great to give people a point of action, to make them feel the group is active even though they've just joined. So to do that, let's click make a post. So you can click what's on your mind. And over here, we're brought to the create post screen. Now, let's say for this one, I want them to go to the World Stage International page to check it out. So if I grab a link from over here, I can just paste it here. And it's really nice because it comes up with a preview of the World Stage site. And let's put usually I like to put a sort of title or a bracket at the top of each post when I'm doing a formal group. And this is so that it's easy for people to search without having to read the whole post. So I'll put welcome post there and write a short but warm and fun message. Hello, welcome to our family. Check out the website to learn more, and I'll see you soon. Okay, so we have our post set up, and we can add a bunch of things to the post before we get it out there. So right now it's giving me a mock-up, it gives a preview of the website, but if I don't want that and I want to put my own picture, I can go to my folder and let's say select this awesome image, and that will go along with my post. I can also click this 3 dots, more icon, and there are a lot of options here. I can tag people, so if there are people in the group, I can tag them in the post and they'll get a special notification that this post is for them. It opens up your friend list and you just write the names. You can connect it to an event if you have an event on Facebook, and you can add a feeling. So let's try a feeling. This is just a fun thing you can do to, I guess, tell people how you're feeling at the moment, give them the vibe, and you want to get them on the same level. So I'm excited because we just made a new group. We'll put feeling excited. And we can also check in. So say if you want to check in at a certain location, let's say you take a photo or you're talking about an event that happened in a certain place, you can check in there. So now I'm happy with it. I can click post. Another option is that I can click this calendar icon here and schedule the post. This is really useful if, let's say, you're posting a link, but you only want people to enter the link or see that document at a certain time. You can just type in a date and time on the calendar. So we could schedule it, let's say for today, later tonight. Notice I can't select these times because they are before the previous time, but I can post, let's say, all the way up to 10 p.m. tonight. So you can click schedule for that. But I want to post this right now, so we'll just post it and go ahead. Now, there are a bunch of other things we can do to engage people here, other kinds of posts. For example, a lot of the time when you're in the work, when you're in a team, even when you're in something fun, you need to settle a dispute or you need to find the answer to something. And what's a better way to do that than polls? So you can set up your poll really easy. You just make a post, click the more button, and then click poll. And what this does is that it creates a custom poll. So on top, you put your question. Let's put a bracket again, food for party, and let's ask people, hey, what do you want to eat at the party? And now we need people to have options. So right now, by default, it has 3 options. You can add an option, you can remove an option as needed. Let's keep it as 3 for now. And you just need to click these and fill in the options. So let's say we have 3, pizza, pasta, and let's say one of my favorite childhood foods, Cheese Whiz. Yes, just the Cheese Whiz out of the jar. So once you have the 3 options over here, you can toggle your poll options. So right now it's set to allow people to choose multiple answers. So say if they want to eat pizza, pasta, and Cheese Whiz, maybe mixed together, they can click all 3. But if we want the decisive answer, we want people to only pick one, uncheck that so they can only select one of the options. For example, we're in a tight budget, we can only get one for some reason. Another option here that's checked is allow anyone to add options. So let's say if someone is going to the party and they're planning and they don't want pizza, pasta, or Cheese Whiz, they could click add an option. Even if they didn't make a poll, they could add lasagna, for example. But let's say I don't want them to do that. I only want them to choose from these 3. I can uncheck that and I can click post. Again, we can schedule this, but I want to post this right now. So here's our poll over here. You can see if I click check a box, it fills up and it says 1 vote. These bars will change depending how many people are voting on them, and you can see who voted for each option. So you can check this out at a later time, try to figure out that tough dilemma. Notice if I click another one, it shifts my vote to that and it moves to the top because it's the top option. That's because remember we set it that you can only choose one option at a time. So I was kind of saying earlier that it's nice if you have your time to make your own graphics, your own posters, but let's be real, not all of us got that kind of time. So if you want to make an engaging looking post really quickly and without any effort, what you can do is click this post button again and refer to this small rainbow icon with letters. If you open this up, you can actually see a whole range of post backgrounds, all free of course, and I'll choose this one with a dog because I think it's adorable. It is adorable. So basically when you have this, if you type something, let's say fire up, when you post it, it posts with that background, and wow, we didn't even have to design it ourselves. One limit of course of this is that it only takes a certain number of words. You can't write very long posts with these kind of backgrounds, But if you're making a short announcement and you want to spice up how it looks, this is a fantastic option. Another thing you can do, especially if you want to collaborate here, is you can actually create a doc. You can create a document over here in your group. And you can add a photo to the top of that by clicking that. Let's put my photo. It accepts photos that you've uploaded to your Facebook, but I think you can also get one from your computer. You can write a quick title. Let's say, work plan for Wednesday. And you can write something, for example. So what we can do is that we can type over here, for example, work plan, and sort of invite people to join this. So make sure you have this ticked if you want it to be collaborative. Allow group members to edit this document. But if you just want to post it and let people read it later on, then you can uncheck that. But I'll make this collaborative for now. So publish. And now we should have been able to publish that document. It'll be coming up in the group. You can also put a link to a Google Doc if that's what you prefer, a Google Slides. All you have to do is copy the sharing link and post it here in one of these posts. People can click it and go directly to the doc. In fact, it'll give you a preview. So let's say we want to share this document over here. I'll just click over to that and I'll click share. And what we can do is we can grab a link. So just click the copy link button. It's copied now. And what we can do is paste it in this Facebook. And again, let's give a header just so people know what we're about. FB content. Oops. There we go. Let's put a header again so everyone knows what we're about. Let's put FB content plan. Sure. Again, I'm a big fan of these headers so people don't have to read the whole thing and they can just go to it. You notice there's a nice preview showing up here so people know what it is even before they click it. We can post that. It'll show up in our group. So now we have some content going here. You know, we had a welcome post, you fire up, we got a poll, you got social media content, we got all kinds of things cooking. And it looks like a pretty welcoming place. So once we're happy with all of the details, we can invite people into the group. So if you want to do that, just click this invite button and it says invite friends to this group. So all you do is type in the names and click invite for each one of them. They'll have to accept the request before they get in, but hopefully they do and they don't turn us down. So I guess that's my short preview for today. This is my short tutorial on how to set up a basic Facebook group, how to do announcements, how to post documents, how to put polls up. These are really simple to use but fantastic tools for getting a team together, especially in this age where everyone is on social media. So I really hope that you can start building your own communities, be it on Facebook or any other tools. Stay tuned for more videos where we explain other ways to bring it together. We might explore more advanced features of Facebook and Facebook groups if you guys are looking for that, such as going on Facebook Live. Just tell us in the comments if you want to see that. But in the meantime, may you build stronger communities online. My name is Rafa Chua, Energineer from World Stage, and thank you so much for watching Ask an Energineer. See you around!